All right, and we're live, everybody. Welcome back to day 26 of Vibe Coding an App until I make $1 million. It's currently Saturday, 11:32 a.m. my time, and it's a great day to move forward in our journey. Something that I have pulled up here that I'm going to be trying out today in this stream is a tool that I may end up creating a YouTube video on, but I've heard a lot about this tool. So the tool that we're talking about is Tracer. So Tracer transforms your ideas into clear step-by-step plans that AI coding tools like Claude Code and Cursor can follow easily. So it says spend less time writing prompts and complete your projects faster. So essentially this is an additional step in the development workflow that we're gonna be testing out today on some of the more challenging features that we're gonna face. And we're gonna test this because it was recommended by several different subscribers, and I wanna give it a shot. So let me do a couple things on my end, then we'll get going, guys. Thanks for joining in. Welcome to the stream, and yeah, let's make it a great day. All right. All right, doing a couple things on my end, and then we're gonna get going. All right, there we go. So yeah, so we've been working on View Creator for the past several streams, and we made a lot of progress this week on View Creator. And the next step that we're gonna have to take is actually turning it from just a project that has some cool features that we've been working on into an actual functional SaaS product that we're going to be able to make money from. So, you know, that's in process, but let me show you guys some of the functionality that we actually have. I got to get my database hooked up real quick, as right now it is not working. Rovidex, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Also, guys, we hit 2,000 subscribers. I don't know if you noticed that, but we hit 2,000 subs yesterday morning, and honestly, it was pretty surreal. Like, I know that it's not, you know, a ton of subscribers, but since I've been working so hard on this, it actually means a lot to me. So I really appreciate all of your support, everybody that's been active in the streams and has been supportive of the YouTube videos. I just want you to know that I genuinely appreciate your support and do not take it for granted. It means a lot, and you know, things have been really exciting lately because of everything that we've had going on. And it's pretty cool. Do you think the website looks AI generated? I think I like the design, actually, Rovidex. I like the design of Appsy as well. But right now, I think the most important part is less about design and it's more about the functionality. So making sure that we actually have a working MVP is more important than the design right now. But let me show you guys something that we were working on in the last stream and where we actually left off last stream. So we were working on our actual agents. So you're now able to create agents inside of View Creator. And with agents, you give them a name, you give them instructions, you're able to pass in an existing template, you give them a nice little avatar, and then you set workflow steps. So each step of the workflow is a different step in the content design process. So for example, when you launch an agent, I'll just show you how it works. Let's go over to the agent that we created. Our Instagram slideshow creator. So this is a slideshow creator that is able to create a slideshow of food images to go on social media to sponsor my new app, Pantry Pal. In the slideshow, so I gave it basically this prompt, and then all you have to do once you create the agent, you just click Run Agent, and it's going to run step 1, step 2, and step 3 because there's 3 steps to this agent. And at each step, this agent is instructed to create an image. So here are the images that we have what to make for breakfast today. So many options, so little time to choose. So here's our first, essentially our hook slide. And then we have our second slide, blueberry pancakes with maple syrup and butter. And then lastly, we essentially have our call to action. We still have quite a ways to go. RovidX, how did I make 51? We've already covered that. It's from the BridgeMind platform. We've got signups coming in from over there, and then as well as goalposts on iOS. So if we go to templates, something that I want to show you guys that I've noticed is if we go to templates and we click view template here, and let's create 3 images here. Internal service. Oh, insufficient credits. Oh, perfect. So our credit system is working. So I'm gonna pass into, start off with our first prompt of the day. Let's pass into here, let's say, take a look at the error that happens if a user has insufficient credits. However, please update the front end so that instead of just saying internal server error, that there's actually a message to the user that they've run out of credits. All right. So that's actually a good thing. It means our credit system is working. If you guys remember, we set up credits in the, I think maybe the last stream, or yeah, I think it was day 25. We set up credits. Meme Cached, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. If you guys are watching and haven't already liked the stream and subscribed, make sure you do so. We're going to be going for a couple hours today, so super big milestone. We hit 2,000 subs, and I guess the next milestone is 3,000. Just keep leveling up. All right, so we'll fix that, and then let's also pull up PG admin real quick and actually pass in the, let's pass in some extra credits without paying. So if we go to user credits, here's our user credits table where we essentially have our balance. Let's give ourselves like 500 credits. Edit Z, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. All right, so now if we refresh, we're gonna have 500 credits, which is awesome. That looks great. And then let's take a look at this again. What we're trying to do is we're just trying to make it so that it doesn't spit out that error if we have insufficient credits. But now let's generate an image, and I'll show you guys what I'm thinking our next task is, because we did get the agent functionality somewhat working, but the problem is that the agent functionality is actually not as good as it was, as this template functionality is. So you guys can see, let's create 3 images here. So if we create 3 images, what's gonna happen is it's gonna create 3 images that are very, very similar to our reference images that we passed in. The functionality for templates is pretty robust and it's very accurate. So oatmeal with bananas, blueberries, and walnuts, oatmeal with berries, bananas, and walnuts, and then this, whatever that is. And it's pretty good, right? Well, what we have to figure out is we need to figure out how to get that functionality working with our agents. So when I run this agent here, the functionality is actually not as good. So for example, for some reason with this agent, this first image has been not similar to what our reference images actually are for the agent. So I'm gonna show you guys, if I take this agent here, this is actually running a process. So let's go over here and let's go to edit agent, and you can actually see the reference images that have been passed in. I can't expand them right now. I probably need to add functionality for that, but you can see that the images that I passed in, for example, for this first, I want a hook image with this background, but more of a hook. So I passed in that information, but the problem is it didn't actually create an image that looked like what we passed in. It created this like more broad-based looking, J35, how's it going? It created this more broad image, which I'm not a big fan of. So what we need to do is we need to figure out, hey, how can we get this working a lot better? So yeah, so we're gonna figure out how to fix our reference image problems. This one actually ended up pretty good. But like the embrace the unseen journey, that is not correct. Yeah, it's not as good. Okay, let's test this functionality for Knob Odie. What's up? If you guys are just joining in, make sure you like the stream. Be going for a couple hours this afternoon. Gonna be grinding. Gonna see a lot of stuff happen. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get everything that I want to get done today, but what I'm hoping is that we are able to get like Stripe hooked up and subscriptions set up and credit system working, as well as this agent functionality, so that it's actually pretty robust, but we'll see. So I just made it so that I have 0 credits. Now let's go back over to templates and try and run a template when I have no credits, insufficient credits. Need more credits to generate 3 images. Great, perfect. And then what about when I run this here, run agent? Okay, I'm assuming that, yeah, insufficient credits. All right. Take a look at what happened on the agent page when I had insufficient credits. Please update it to be more user-friendly. Also, when there are insufficient credits, I'd like to pop up a modal that essentially is a modal that asks the user if they would like to buy more credits, and please display the pricing information for credits on this modal. It should be super modern and user-friendly. Rovidex, I was thinking the same thing, yeah. That's so funny. So Rovidex, I know that there's probably maybe like a minute or so delay in the stream, but just as I was commenting and prompting that, Rovidex said, I don't like the error message below, and I was thinking the same thing. Got a lot in common, man. So something that we were taking a look at was this tracer, and how do we actually launch tracer? Let's see here. I just downloaded tracer as an extension in my Cursor IDE. How do I now launch it? Guide me through it. What do I click? All right, so we're gonna try tracer out. Apparently tracer is supposed to be really good at improving how to launch tracer and cursor. Okay, so install and then type tracer into this tracer. Okay, and then it says what do I select? Okay. All right. Sign in. All right. All right, so this looks good. We're gonna test this model in a second. All right. So we just authenticated. Now what? Tracer. Okay, so here is tracer on this left, and this is my first time using tracer. So we're gonna kind of just test it out a little bit, but with tracer, it's essentially supposed to be an additional layer of AI to help you in the planning process, so that you can then work with Cursor or the other AIs. So we're gonna use this and try it and see how it is. What's this 9 of 9? Total artifact. An artifact is generated output or an object created by tracer. For example, a plan, verification, or code produced by tracer is an artifact. Total fact. As soon as you create an artifact, it will begin recharging. If you hit the rate limit, you will... Okay. All right. Well, let's try this out, guys. If you haven't already liked and subscribed, make sure you do so. I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick, but I'll be right back. This is good stuff. All right. Okay, so here is our slideshow creator. Let's test that modal to see if it's working. Go here, and then do 3 images, and then it should now pop up a modal. Still gave us that. Let's test here to see if it pops up the modal on the run agent. Still failing there. And then, all right. Let's try this plan. Wait, why did this not even... I don't think this updated. Let's go to GPT-5 high fast. But actually, let's just pass this in and have it plan first. So we already have something where we know that it actually was not able to get it the first time. But maybe if we pass in, you know, this exact error that we had and see, hey, what happens if we have it plan through it first? Is it gonna... So this is tracer. So it says thinking. All right, so mapping out the components data flow and UI structure. And then I have 8 of 9 artifacts left. Okay. All right, something that I know that we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to go into our Stripe dashboard and we're gonna have to create these 3 different pricing plans. We're gonna need to create a basic, pro, and then an ultra. So I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna go over to Stripe and I'll show you guys this. I'll show you the Stripe interaction, but I wanna get to a good page that doesn't have any sensitive information on it to show you guys. All right, so here is our product catalog. And we're gonna create a new product in our product catalog. And the name of this is going to be View Creator Basic. So we have, yep, a basic, a pro, and then an ultra plan. So View Creator Basic. No image for now. Okay, so now it looks like Tracer finished over here and it said, okay, so then it literally just says execute. And it asks you if you want to execute it in Cursor or Claude Code. So let's say execute, and what does it do? It looks like it opened a new chat and then passed in a very, very long prompt. Wow, holy crap. All right, so let's try this out. All right, RovidX, I'll check DMs. If you guys are just tuned into the stream, make sure you like and subscribe. We're testing out Tracer today, which is on the left. And then we've got our stripe stuff on the right, since we're setting up the next. What does it want me to do here? Continue. All right, so let's set this up. The basic is... Oh, a little error here. How's it going, Punt? All right, let's fix this error real quick. Fix this error. You know what's interesting is that pretty soon the code base is just going to be totally irrelevant. Like, soon you're not even going to be able to see this part. It'll just be... Is this Tracer? Wait, how did I closed Tracer? Hold up. Where was it? Is it Tracer right here? Okay. All right, so we'll do... Okay. I think this needs to be accepted. All right, so $4.99. All right, $4.99. Add product, monthly, and then do View Creator Pro. This one is $19.99. Add product, and then we do View Creator Ultra. Okay, add that one. Let's go back to this issue, still working here. And then, let's see here. All right, then we can click on these and we can get their IDs, which is what we're gonna need to do when we wanna actually set up the connection when we get to testing. But for now, we're gonna get this working, and then we're gonna move on to price creation, because essentially, I don't wanna get too ahead of myself where I have a product that I can't even like launch to the public, because this is a product that, because of the inherent nature of the API costs of it, with image generation, video generation. It's an expensive product. And, you know, people are going to have to pay for it. With a free trial, they won't be able to get that much out of it. For example, a free trial, you know, maybe when you have a free trial, you just get a certain amount of credits, and then I'm trying to think how you would do that. I want there to be a free trial, but the free trial may end up just being a completely different plan. Or maybe we end up not doing free trials because you literally just can't do a free trial for a product like this. Like, does Opus Clip have a free trial? Like, if I launch Opus Clip, if I go incognito and do Opus Clip, and I go to Opus Clip, the question is, hey, do they have a free trial or do they not? Because, you know, it's a product that you can't, okay, sign up, it's free. So it is free to sign up. Let's go here. Okay. You know what I like about Opus Clip is that I think they just have, let's see their pricing. I think they may just have, okay, so they do have multiple. So they have a starter, then they have a pro, then they have a business solution. Okay. Interesting. If you guys are watching, haven't already liked and subscribed, make sure you do so. So let's put this on the back burner for a second and focus in on that functionality that we just tested out. So if you guys missed that, we're using Tracer, and Tracer is a new tool. When did Tracer come out for cursor and vibe coding? So Tracer is essentially a new tool. I'm wondering when they actually came out, because they're essentially marketed as a huge vibe coding tool. It's a new vibe coding tool. When did Tracer extension come out? So let's see if we can find when did this actually come out. It's got like 1,900 downloads and only 3 reviews. So, okay, so the alpha version of Tracer came out about 1.3 years ago. Rob just asked, what is your AWS cost per month? Right now it's about $300, but it's gonna keep going up with the more products that we're bringing on board. Mythic asked, what are you using for authentication? Did you make something custom, or are you using a third party like Auth 2.0? I made something custom with Passport. Yeah, I just like handling authentication with Passport, JWTs. All right, so product catalog, that looks good. But yeah, let's test this out. So let's go over here. And if you guys remember what should happen, if you notice here, let's test this. I have 0 credits in my account. So when I run this agent, it should, we want it to launch a pricing modal that asks me if I want to buy more credits. And it did not do that through the same issue, unfortunately. Why do I continue to get this error when I run an agent with 0 credits? Please review and fix. So Tracer actually got us to, I believe, a similar place as GPT-5 would have, because, hey, we did everything that we were supposed to do on our end. We passed it into Tracer. Tracer gave us this here. You know, this huge, it basically writes a prompt for you. So Tracer is an extra step in the programming process, or the vibe coding process, where you actually pass in your initial prompt to Tracer, and then Tracer does the initial search on your code base to be able to improve your prompt. So it's an added layer. But even with this added layer, we were not able to one-shot this issue that we had, even though we did give it our issue. So definitely something to be mindful of. But yeah, let's see if we can get this working. All right, let's X out of this and go test it over on templates, because with templates, it was the same thing, right? It was just, Okay, so it's still saying, it's still giving us this down here, which we don't want. We want it to actually pop up a modal that asks the user if they'd like to buy more credits. Jazz King asks, why do I not use Claude? I don't use Claude because I think that GPT-5 is actually better. All right, test this again. Okay. Thanks, J35. If you guys haven't already, make sure that you like and subscribe. Also, we have a Discord where people that are interested in AI, tech, and coding are welcome. Also, it's a pretty big vibe coding Discord, so. Also, we just passed 2,000 subscribers. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but the channel's been blowing up, so really appreciate all the support. I was in my car yesterday, and I was like, hey, I think I'm getting close to 2,000 subs, and I did a refresh, and I saw it, 2,000. So it seems to me like we're definitely onto something with the channel and the business, so I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing, and if you guys can continue your support, just know that it's much appreciated, and we're going to keep going up. But yeah, check this out. This is what I saw. I screenshotted it because I was like, wow, that's cool. Oh man, can't really see it because it's white. 2,000. Pretty cool. 2,000. I screenshotted it. I was like, that's cool. All right, let's test this again. This time it did not give us that, but it did throw this error still. Do not like that. It is still saying internal server error instead of popping up the buy more credits modal. All right, let's try Claude on this. We should know when to change our approach. Tracer did not get us what we want. Maybe it's a model issue. Maybe it's just a skill issue. GPT-5 is tripping. All right, so let's change it to Claude 4 Sonnet Max. Test this. Punt Loose said, can you use GPT-5 on the $20 a month? Yeah, you can. Yeah, and actually, what's crazy is that GPT-5 is actually cheaper than GPT 4.0. So they released a better model and made it cheaper. So GPT-5 is actually very, very affordable. By far the most affordable AI on the market right now. All right, let's see this. Still same errors. All right. All right, so it's saying. All right, so we're just gonna open all this up. Review and help me fix this. Opus is strong, but Opus is too expensive. Opus is $75 per million on the output. So to me, Opus is a little bit on the pricier side. I already spent like $300 this month. I think that our Ultra plan actually did reset this month though. Let me pull up my Cursor plan and actually show you guys what we're looking at cost-wise on Cursor, because obviously that's important. You do have costs when you're running a business like Bridgemind, and one of the most expensive costs is, of course, the actual AI. All right, so here's what we're looking at, guys. Check this out. So Ultra plan. So looks like we just started doing paid, but yeah, I mean, we've got, let's see our usage. This is pretty interesting just to see what, I mean, you can see the GPT-5 costs are just, they're very, very cheap. J35 said that OpenRouter has released unknown stealth models with 2 million contexts. We might get something big in a few days. Okay, good to know. There we go. Okay, finally we got our issue solved there. So when you click Run Agent, it says you're out of credits. You need 45 more credits to run this agent. Recommended 100 credits for $4.99 a month. And then what about templates? Did that solve our problem over on templates as well, or just agents? Okay. Please integrate the modal logic into this page as well, as right now it says the insufficient credits. Instead, it should display the modal. Jazz King asked, is Grok okay? Not sure, but we can try it out in this stream. Jazz King asked, do you do N8N? I do not. Mr. Saloom said, why don't you use the Grok, the new model? What is the new model there? It's the Grok Code Fast. Is that what you're talking about? This one? Because I'm not really a big Grok person myself. Grok, it seems to me like they may have a good base model in terms of like when they're using it and they're putting it in the, against all the other better models. But right now it seems to me like they are lacking in the actual usefulness of tools that the model has. It's not great with tools. But let me know if you guys think I'm wrong. Mr. Saloom, you use Claude Code? Alright, so this should work now. Nope, not yet. But it will. If you guys haven't already liked and subscribed, make sure you do so. Also, let me know what you're doing in chat. I want to see if you guys are vibe coding. Drop a V in the chat. All right, let's test this. Nope. It is just saying internal server error instead of launching the modal. Please fix this. Robodex says that he's working on a template publishing system for AppSy. All right, there we go. Looks good. Rob asked me if I'm using Kubernetes and Docker Hub. I am not using K8s, but using ECS. When the user clicks credits, it takes them to the credit and usage page, but it should also show, have options on this page for them to buy more credits. I like the idea of credits with a usage base. This is the first time that I've ever done something that will have essentially like a, not just a monthly plan. All right, so there's get more credits. Please note that getting more credits should not just be a, it's not like basic pro ultra. Getting more credits does not have anything to do with a plan. Getting more credits has to do with just being able to buy more credits for your account. It needs to be simple, and it needs to make sense. For example, the first option to buy more credits should be for $5 for 100 credits, and then the next would be $10 for 199 credits, etc. Not that example exactly, but think through what would make sense for pricing in this way. And please note that there can't be huge discounts, but allow users to buy a bunch of credits at a time instead of having to do it based on a plan. All right. I don't know if that made sense to you guys, but that's what we're sticking to. All right, that's all right. PC Aviator asked, is the Whisper extension only a cursor thing or standalone? It's a standalone app. All right, guys, we're getting the glasses on. Vibe goggles. Gotta lock in. Okay, great. I like what you did, but could you please make it compact? I don't want each one to be all big. I want it to be smaller and more compact. Rob, it's Fargate. I can tell that Rob has quite a bit of experience asking the right questions. No. Hold up. Did you just... Okay, I was just making sure it wasn't messing with the pro page here. Or the pricing page. If you guys haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe. Made it more compact. Okay, cool. Update the modal that is displayed when the user is out of credits with a similar view. Maybe I already did that intuitively. Let's see. All right. Right now, it doesn't look that good. Please make it a carousel. And also, just improve the styling as a whole of the credit modal. All right. We're gonna change up the vibe a little bit, guys. All right, so buying credits, they'll need to be taken to a Stripe checkout session where they buy the credits, which means that for each of these that we offer, it's going to be a separate product, and that product is going to be able to give and credit the credits on the user's account. So this is actually a different pricing model than I have worked with in other projects. So this is going to be a bit of a challenge. It's a little bit different, which is I actually like that. But this is going to be really interesting because it's a little bit different vibe. So when I click buy now, it's going to be able to navigate me to a Stripe checkout session. You know, with a free trial, there needs to be a way for the user to be able to try it, but for example, if you trial the Ultra plan, you shouldn't get, 3,000 credits. Let's see how it looks. No modal. This looks bad. Come on, guys. Oh, it did on this. This should be a singular modal though. All right, hold up. Please turn the modal here into a buy more credits modal so that we can import it and use it on other pages as well. The text to run this agent should be more adaptable to other use cases. It should more just say you're out of credits and then a message depending on which product the user is actually using. For example, I want this component to be imported and used on the agents page and the templates page so that there isn't two different modals on these two different pages. Please update this. All right, guys. That was a good prompt. You're just having some issues. That's all right. PC Aviator said that you just installed Whisper. Which model do you find the best trade-off between RAM and speed? I would say GPT-5. But the fast one. We're actually going to start using this here pretty soon. We need to get this pricing functionality figured out because I'd like to get this launched next week. So we need to get the credit functionality integrated and then we can actually start making money on it. And then I think we'll be able to scale up. But this project definitely has some potential, guys. This, I was giving it some thought and I'm feeling really good about this one. All right, you're out of credits. Edit Z asked, how many apps did you make so far? In the past 26 days, we've been able to launch 2. And this is our 3rd that we're working on. And yeah, I think we'll just keep it going, and then one of them's going to hit. I don't know. I think this one could hit, guys. I mean hit in a big way. All right. Come on. Get Zap back in there. Nope. Run this agent. All right. Looks okay. Looks okay. Don't really like it that much though. Rob said, is the idea to keep creating project until one gets traction? Yep. All right, perfect. Please now take a look at the styling of the get more credits modal. It needs to be improved. Please completely refine it, make it more compact, make it more visible, stop recommending credits. Also, the credits need to be visible on one screen size, not having this carousel. Remove the carousel, make the buy more credits features more compact and simple, and make them all visible inside the modal. All right, let's try Grok Code 1 fast on this. I don't think it can take images though. Just to note, guys, I don't think it can take images. Let's see. Yeah. Can't take images. See if it's still good. Punt Loose said, just started doing this a week ago. AI deving is fun. Yeah, seriously. Edit Z said, if you become a billionaire, will you give me $10? Sure, man. Oh, do I have more images in this? I thought I... Oh my gosh. All right, Cursor, thank you. PC Aviator said he's already giving you $10 by showing you how to do it yourself. Yeah, do you guys find this valuable? Because, you know, I hope it is. I hope it is to somebody watching. I really do hope so. You know, very raw. You know, you guys can see I don't even edit the thumbnails for the streams. You know, I'm like, hey, this is what I'm doing. Like, you know, if you guys wanted to watch and support me, then that's awesome. But if you don't, that's okay. But yeah, I'm just basically showing raw, unedited how this works and the time that you have to put into it and what it looks like behind the scenes. You know, it's like when people, like let's say you took somebody that was a non-programmer, non-AI person, and they were like, hey, like how do you do this, right? They wouldn't, you know, they wouldn't necessarily know what it looks like, right? But obviously, since I'm doing it every day, you know, I know exactly what it looks like. So I think sharing what it looks like is valuable to people. Like if you're trying to do this as well, like this is exactly how I do it offline. You know, I'm like, all right, like we're building this. This is my workflow. You know, these are the kind of things that I focus in on. Very raw. All right, here are credits. Instead of making them like cards, maybe you could just put them in more of like a list. Not wrapping 2 by 2, but instead just doing 1 over 1 over 1 over 1 and a blue buy button on the right of each. Also add nice hover effects for the buy button and make active effects. All right, let's try this. PC, oh wait, Rob said, just to talk about then, to open new chats, and when the thread gets confusing, etc., major value, when to open. Okay, good, thanks Rob, appreciate it. PC Aviator said, haven't looked, but do you have a setup guide for everything you have been running and add-ons? I need to do that, I definitely need to do that. Only said, I've always been interested in how vibe coding works. Yeah, this is the right place to be then. Rovidex said that he doesn't like that. I think there should be a feature where you can add a number and how many credits you want. I think that there should be options. It's like in V-Bucks. Like if you guys think about Fortnite, if I want to get V-Bucks, I can't just put in a billion V-Bucks and buy a billion V-Bucks. I have to buy like either the $5 plan or the $10 plan or the $20 plan or the $50 plan or the $100 plan. And we're going to do the same thing. I think that's the best option. All right, this is looking better too. Okay. All right, this is looking very good now. Now we're talking, guys. Let's go. All right, I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. What's good, everybody? PC Aviator said that the cards are the best bet for action clicks. I think so too. I think this is the move. All right, only Xera said, is vibe code essentially using AI prompts to help build applications? Yep. Yeah, I built all this without writing a single line of code myself. So. All right, let's freaking get it, guys. Update this to have similar styling to the modal with the stacked buy more credits look. All right, let's go. No, PC Aviator, you should not have to use cursor. You should not have to run the terminal. J35, today is the Nano Banana Hackathon Day. Is it actually? Nah, PC Aviator, you should not have to run anything in the terminal to download Whisperflow. It's literally an application. I'll show you what it looks like. It's not actually spelled Whisperflow, just so you know. It's spelled like this. Hold up. I just want to make sure that you're doing the right thing. Look at this. This is what it looks like. I have a pro plan, and it literally stores all of your text. Everything that you write, stored. It's sick. All right. So you have agents, templates, the generator. Then we have credits here. All right, cool. Vibe coding is not limited to any APIs or libraries. Here, invite link. All right, here's an invite link for Whisperflow. Yeah, here's an invite link. Thanks, J35. Okay, so let's see here. Agent runs, image generation, transactions. I mean, this is so badass. If you guys are watching, make sure you like and sub. I mean, this is insane. It keeps our transactions, our job history. I mean, guys, are you kidding me? Let's go. I didn't even know that functionality was there. Oh my gosh, this is badass. Oh my gosh. I had no idea. All right. I had no idea that this was all built out. We must have done this the other day, and I was like, wow, I can't even believe this functionality is turning out good, guys. We are ready to sell this thing pretty much. This is awesome. All right, we literally started working on this like a week ago. I think it was last Saturday we started working on this. Maybe even Sunday, honestly. It was day 20. It was day 20, so, I mean, this is just insane. All right. Yeah, PC Aviator said just with prompts is insane. I mean, are you guys seeing what I am seeing? Like, how can you look at this and you say this is not the future? This is obviously the future, guys, and I don't want to do anything else that's not this. And you know, this is what I'm gonna do with my whole career. This is like, I just love doing this, guys. So if you guys can help support me and make it so that I can make a career out of this, that would be like a dream come true. I can't even imagine like having this be my career. I would be like, I would wake up like just like happy every day to like do my job basically. It'd be so cool. All right, let's take a look at the agents functionality and think through yeah, we need to think through what's making it so that, you know, it doesn't really seem to pass in the reference images. But also, we definitely need to do that, but I think we need to, let's stay on one topic actually. Let's stay on the logic of credits and Stripe to actually get this working. So something that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull up we're just gonna pull up, yeah, let's pull up a Google Doc. We're gonna pull up a Google Doc, and what we're gonna do is we're just gonna, I know exactly what's needed to actually get a Stripe agent, an agent to be able to do the Stripe functionality for us. But what we're gonna need to do is we're gonna need to actually set up the logic in Stripe. So I wonder what the best way to do this actually is. So buy more credits. So we already have set up, let's just do it for these three since we have these set up right now. So we have a name. We have View Creator Ultra. This is a plan, and the price is $99 a month. So we'll just use the default for everything. We'll use the default. We do need the product ID. And this is just all in sandbox. So we're essentially just gonna create a CSV. Yeah, let's just do a CSV, basically, CSV template. So the first one is the product name, and then product ID, and then, yeah, we'll basically just do a CSV. Edit Z, I've only worked on this app on stream. This is one that I've only worked on stream on. So essentially, I work a lot and I work on like several different things at a time. So pretty much all my time offline right now is going to, I'll just show you guys. I'll just be like, honestly, my goal is to just be completely transparent. So yeah, here's the product that I work most of my time on offline, because basically, one of my goals is that I actually want to help teach other people how to vibe code. And I think there's gonna be such demand for it in the future that people are gonna need academies and stuff to go to and earn certifications from. So I think that this career could get so popular that it really takes off. And I'm thinking that, you know, hey, I am in a pretty good position to be able to help teach people how to do it, because it's been my full-time job for like several years now. So I think that that's gonna be a really good product, and that's what I spend most of my time offline on. But yeah, then online on stream, yeah, I just only work on this main project. So it used to be only goalpost, and now it's only this. Only said what languages can you vibe code in. You can vibe code in any language. All right. So then let's do over here credit usage. So we'll do 100 credits. So 100 credits is $5. All right, 260 credits. Wait, hold up. I do not like the pricing on this. Hold up, guys. We're gonna change this up. Great work, but could you please actually change the price point for the amount of credits? For example, it should be $4.99, $9.99, $19.99, $49.99, and then $99.99 for respective amounts of credits. Okay. Hey. Let's go. Please add credit associated logic to the plans page. It's not a page, it's essentially what I do is I have a constants here that's hooked up to have our pricing in it. So, pricing, TS, constants file. So yeah, so we're gonna do a constants file, and then, so instead of having multiple places where we, you know, code the credit amount directly in the UI, we're gonna outsource it to a constants file and then import it, just because that's a best practice. Revenue Cat has a hackathon right now, and the grand prize is 70,000. Jeez. Oh wow, fal.ai and 11 Labs are the ones sponsoring the Nano Banana Hackathon. Revenue Cat Hackathon. Oh wow, that's pretty cool. Wow. That's cool. So basically the person that builds the best app. All right. So that looks good, and then let's try here. All right, cool. So $4.99, and then 260 credits. Let's do this one. All right. Let's go. All right, there we go. All right, so we have all these. We have all of our product IDs. So, okay, that's cool. All right, this is all so great. I now need you to take a look at my entities in my database and make sure that we have constructed in our database things related to credits, as well as when users purchase credits. Obviously, we want to be able to store the history of that. Make sure that this is all integrated with Stripe. Below, I have offered a CSV file where the product name and product ID for the product is associated and outputted. Please also note that we want to use the default price for each of these product IDs. So when you go to create this in the API, just make sure that you use the default price for each associated, whether it's a subscription plan or just a product. Oh shoot. That's something that I just realized we did, guys. We did not label these as a flat. I did monthly, and it should be monthly. So a billing period, it's literally, so is it literally just this? It's not, there's no. Wait, tiered pricing? I feel like, oh my gosh, there it is. Jeez, sorry guys. Man. All right, one off. Okay, we gotta change all these to one-offs. All right, can you just not do that? Thank you. All right, my bad. All right, this here, price, one off. Oh, J35, I saw that you had that call out. Thank you. I didn't see it. You know, once we get this stream up, we're getting pretty close. I'm gonna set up like super chats and stuff, or like something where it like shows up on my screen. All right, there we go. Update, update, update. All right, we're good. So now let's pass in this, whether it's a product. All right, that's a pretty big prompt. Let's use high fast on this one. And then let's actually pass in some files that we know. It's gonna be this here, and then also it's gonna be this here, this here, this here, and let's also, after you make the updates to the back end, you then need to go to the front end and make your front end updates as well. You can integrate the Stripe SDK. I want to basically send users to Stripe checkout sessions for all the Stripe related functionality to make their purchases, and then the redirects should be redirecting them to the correct return URLs. Please take a look at the front end and integrate it into the front end as well. All right, guys. This is getting pretty serious. Got a big chunk of functionality coming in. We're literally building the payment functionality all at once. So that's pretty cool. It's pretty badass. Yep. Boom, boom, boom. Can't stop me. Let's go. Let's go, guys. Let's go. That was legendary. If you guys are watching, haven't already liked and subscribed, make sure you do so. We just hit 2,000 subscribers. We've been doing this. This is our 26th day of streaming. And I have to say, we have made quite a bit of progress. It may not show yet on the revenue side, but trust me, guys, we are getting close. And I'm gonna be doing this for like a while. Like it's not gonna be like there's gonna be a day 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 150, 160, 170. There's gonna be days for the foreseeable future. So we're gonna be making a lot of money, and I'm gonna do it all publicly. We're gonna get rich together, right? What's up, Pluto? Good to see you, man. PC Aviator said, I'm using Rue Code in VS Code, still looking for a reason to switch to Cursor. The reason to switch to Cursor is because Cursor is the #1 AI integrated IDE out there. There is none better than Cursor. Gylon said, sup, my dude, how's it going? It's going good, Gylon. Jacob said, what's your favorite AI model in Cursor so far? Definitely the one that we're using right now, GPT-5 high fast for sure. J35, yeah. Guys, I've decided that I'm gonna train for an Ironman. I'm gonna train for an Ironman. I'm gonna train for about the next like 8 months, and I'm gonna do an Ironman. It's gonna be crazy. If you guys don't know, an Ironman is it's about I think it's like a 2.5 mile swim, over a 100-mile bike ride, and then at the end you have to run a marathon. And I think I'm gonna do it. All right, you're out of credits. I wonder how Tracer would respond to this. Let's try this, guys. All right, so can we go to add? Wait, what the heck? What the heck? All right, new task. Try this. Mythic said, if you don't mind me asking, what do you do for a living? So I've been doing startups for about 3 years now. And this is a new startup for me. So this is actually my full-time job. And right now I'm not making a ton of money from it, but I think that if I continue to put time and effort into it, then I think it will grow. I think something will happen. PC Aviator said that he's tired of working out after 20 years in the Marines. Yeah. Rob said training and coding. That's what I'm doing. Nice. Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm doing as well. It's like a little life hack. I'm like, all right, I like doing those two things. Just spam them. Just put them on repeat. Sinai G said, amazing, inspiring content, sticking to your discipline plan. What are your top extensions recommendations in Cursor? So right now we're actually using one called Tracer. The number one that I would recommend is definitely, I would say that it's Whisper Flow. I like barely ever type out my prompts anymore. I just like talk and it writes, which is nice. It makes it faster and makes my prompts better. Wait, hold up, I need to focus in for a second. All right, so credit purchase entity structure, and then this is Tracer. So this is another extension. We're just getting started. I don't know how I feel about it yet. All right. So we're actually going to revert this, guys. I know. And we're gonna add this in. All right, we're gonna revert. We're gonna do a total revert. PC Aviator just said if you could vibe code in the AR glasses while working out, you will hit peak. That's so funny. Oh my gosh. I mean, what? What? Okay. I mean, that probably will be a thing. Imagine a stream vibe coding in VR. Vibe coding in the metaverse. What did you guys think about that? J35 said you may be able to do it with the Apple Vision Pro. Sanai said, thanks, by the way. Just finalizing an app that I built starting a month ago. Cheers to success. Hey, good for you, man. It's an accomplishment. Congratulations. All right. Yeah, maybe the Apple Vision Pros. PC Aviator said that he's tried to work in VR, just not comfortable for long periods of time. All right, look at this. Would I be able to record my screen and stream it to OBS using an Apple Vision Pro? Guys, I might just go to the Apple Store right now and pick up an Apple Vision Pro. All right. Oh, man. Okay. We're getting the next video ready, guys. How much are they? Oh, an event? They're having an event? What's the event? What is that? What the heck? They're like dropping a little hint to what they're launching. Alright, Vision. I'm gonna go get one and then return it. I mean, we could definitely try it out. I mean, how sick would this be, guys? I mean, how soon can I buy? You know what's funny is they don't even say anything about the price. You literally have to click buy. All right, 3,500. All right, well, I'll think on it. That's definitely interesting. I'm interested, guys. That would be some legendary content. That content would be legendary. I would imagine I have Whisper Flow in freaking Apple Vision Pros. That would be so funny. I'd probably go viral. That is some legendary shit. Vibe coding with Apple Vision Pros. Oh my gosh. Mythic said that the only problem with VR headsets are you can't have them on for a while or you will get a headache. Good to know. PC Aviator said, just to let you know, it's not a good experience for YouTube. Too much movement on the screen, but for the person in the goggles, it's fine. And then Rob said, yeah, you have a headache after 2 hours and a sweaty forehead. Well, we may just have to try it out. Rob said maybe that is the future, just surrounded by massive virtual monitors. I mean, think about it. Think about this. Imagine you're in the Apple Vision Pros. All right, I'm gonna stand up. I mean, think about how legendary this would be. All right, I'm being serious. Like you guys, I'm actually like, imagine that you're actually just working, right? Like you have your Vision Pros hooked up, and you're just like able to talk to AI, and you're able to watch. You're able to have like the dev server up in like Google Chrome or something like that. Like, can I have Google Chrome in? Can I launch Google Chrome in Apple Vision Pros? What? Safari? Okay. Well, obviously it doesn't have. There's no Chrome yet for. You know what they're gonna have to do if virtual reality is a thing, they're gonna need essentially some sort of language that's gonna be written just for VR, you know, like some framework. I wonder if there is. How do I release an app on Apple Vision Pros? Oh, Reality Kit. All right, looks like we're done here. So we're gonna be able to test this. This prompt's been running for a while since it was just such a big piece of functionality. So looks like our front end, our API is definitely crashed. It definitely crashed. Let's see. All right. So I think that we're gonna have to set up. Let's go to another terminal, and then I just want to confirm that the database entities were updated. Entities. Okay, credit transaction. Okay. Okay, yeah, so that looks good. And then let's just make sure that the data source was updated. Credit transaction, user credit, cool. All right, so now all I have to do is view creator database, and then I get to run npm run migration generates, and then it's gonna generate the migration here, and then we're gonna run, oh, whoa, didn't work here. Oh, it already ran the migration. All right, cool. Okay, so unknown dependencies. Okay, let's just say solve this, fix this. Oh, shoot. Oh my gosh. Oh, we're good. But I just accidentally did a control Q. Oh, whoa, don't want to do that. What the heck? That was a beginner mistake, guys. All right, my bad. All right, if you guys are watching and haven't already liked and subscribed, make sure you do so. All right, so now let's go back to the API. Then maybe it wasn't added in the entities. No, it was. All right. So API now is good. So let's pull this back up. Go to our local host. Yep, we're back. And now let's try signing out. Get started. Wait, get started. Oh wait, I don't have any of my improve the styling and functionality of the sign up page. Make sure that it uses Stripe components and that it properly integrates with the backend to launch a Stripe checkout session, allowing them to sign up. Also, I would like to integrate the logic of a free trial. Free trials. Let's not worry about free trials yet. Free trials are easy to integrate once you actually have your initial functionality set up, but I don't want to tax it yet. The reason I stopped, I was going to test this. The reason I stopped is because we don't actually have our environment variables set. We need to do that. So, for example, here were all the ones that it gave me. So I'm gonna grab a Stripe test key real quick. All right. I got a lot of keys to set. Here, terminal. All right. Oh, we already have all of our. Oh, okay, cool. here we go. Let's go. All right. All right. 1 second, chat. Gotta get this working. All right. Should be good. Please make sure that the webhook is robust. Also, which actions should I be listening for on the webhook? Dude, these protein bars cannot be healthy for you. But I think they are. You see, Aviator said that he's going to send his teenage son the link to my channel. He's huge into coding but lacks direction. Hope your energy can rub off on him. Well, appreciate that. I'll take that as a compliment. All right, so I gotta turn this webhook on. All right, so new webhook. Gotcha. What is the endpoint to put in for the webhook? All right, so it is. So guys, I can show you this process. So I need to create a webhook, and for those of you that don't know what webhooks are, they are essentially the actions that are going to happen over on Stripe that then when they happen, it needs to ping our database and our API with the correct information. I'm just going to copy and paste all these. All right. Good. Good. All right, let's go. PC Aviator said that he's bummed out by he's bummed out by every saying he won't be able to get a coding job in the future. Oh, that's not true at all. I mean, coding just looks different now than it did a couple years ago, and actually it's better for people that are just getting into it now. And in fact, I think that they have the advantage. Destination. All right. Now I just need my secret. All right. We are just about ready to start testing this. This stuff is not easy. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick because we're finally at a little bit of a stopping point. So I'm gonna use the restroom. I'll be right back. But yeah, we're about to get the actual pricing plan implemented and get the subscriptions working. And we have the webhook set up. We have our API keys set up. And now we're about to start testing it, so let's go. We back. All right. I now have all of my environment variables set. Please now fix this error so that we can begin testing. Let's go. Gotta get my Vision Pro, guys. I'm doing a little scan. me to scan my face. Just doing a little scanner. Get the Apple Vision Pros. Gonna vibe code with the Apple Vision Pros on. It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be crazy. Alright, so I click get started. Let's test this real quick. Just make sure that this is running correctly, which it is. Alright, and let's do test at viewcreator.ai. Plan selection, let's do the $4.99. Continue. Continue to Stripe. Launches the Stripe checkout session. See if it's the correct product ID now, or if it's even able to load. There we go. Alright, so then I can do just a nice little card, and then since it's test, you can do a little 424242 action. Alright. Alright, so pass the email in, pass all this stuff in, it's looking good. Alright. Please build the page for this correctly, as our Stripe is redirecting to it after a successful checkout session. Alright, so here's the question. We got the 256 gig, we got the 512 gig, we got the 1 terabyte gig for the Apple Vision Pros. The question is, which one are we gonna get? Alright. All right. All right. Improve the styling of the page. Please make it so that it looks more modern, and also fix the errors that you see. Just make it look better, more themed, 100 VH, etc. Let's go. Yeah. I'm a big Apple guy. All right, I actually did get the credits into my account, which is cool. Got some errors here. That's all right. We'll fix those. You guys can see 100 credits. We had 0 credits before, so obviously all of it's working. So let's chill. PC Aviator, View Creator, you're going to be able to create viral social media content in seconds. So it's going to be basically Opus Clip on steroids. J35 says you plan to add in post scheduling like HubSpot. I do. I was thinking earlier today about maybe what APIs we could link up with that we wouldn't have to actually integrate directly with all like TikTok, X, Instagram. Maybe instead we can figure out if there's an API to integrate with all of them at once. Oops. Okay. All right, we fixed it. Cool. All right, so now if I click buy, build the integration so that I can actually connect these with Stripe. J35, send the link, man. Yeah, DM me on Discord. That'd be super helpful. Publer API, AYR share, enterprise suites. Let's check this out. Alright, this work. Why the frick are you trying to do the migration? All right, J35, which one was it? It was this one, Publer? I'm assuming that it is pretty cheap. Hold on 1 second, guys. All right. So this looks good. Let's see if the dashboard. Oh wait, hold up the music. Let me get the music back on. All right. Can you guys hear me now? Now update the pricing page to be able to have this functionality on it as well, so that when the user goes to this URL, it shows them the pricing, please, with the credits. All right, guys, I have to shove off. So I may be back online later, depending on how the next couple hours go, but we made a lot of progress. It seems to me like all of our Stripe functionality is working, so this is a great place to take a pause. I'm gonna now deploy all of our code, just to make sure that we have everything pushed to GitHub. Here I'm actually gonna create a new branch called updates. I'm gonna publish this branch. I don't even have this created yet. All right, well, I'm gonna get this. Deployed, and then I'm gonna head out. So I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching again.